What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have no idea why I have these glasses on. I'm just gonna take them off. But anyway, today we are going to be looking at 5 tips for when you are going to have a boxing match or before a boxing match. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I mean, I have a match in 6 days, so yeah, let's get right to it. Alright, so coming in at tip number 5, one thing that you can do is shadowbox in front of a mirror. I'm in my bathroom right now. This is the bathroom mirror. You can definitely shadowbox, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, this is what shadowboxing is. So you basically stare into the mirror, and you do a couple, you do a slip and jab. You can do a lot of stuff. You can slip the jab, you can do a hook, you can do a jab cross, but you have to stare into the mirror. So you go pop, pop, pop. You can do kind of whatever you want. Yeah, I definitely recommend that. That's a staple to boxing. If you don't shadow box in a mirror when you're trying to box or preparing for a fight, you aren't really going to be ready, because you have to get into the habit of staring at the person directly in front of you that you're boxing, because you can't just be looking at your hands and going, just punching. You can't be looking at your hands and doing that. You can't be looking over here and doing that and punching this way. You have to be directly staring at the person in front of you. So that is tip 5. Next up, tip 4. Tip 4, this is something that you can do every day. You don't really have to do this, but it's good to keep your cardio up, because if you're in there and you're getting out of breath in your first boxing match, or if it's not your first boxing match and you just want to win, good thing is to go out on daily runs or run in place, jog in place, do squats. It always helps with your cardio, with a lot of stuff. You can also spar. That helps with your cardio too, because it gets you into the habit and it gets you into the zone of fighting. Tip 3, this is one of the more complicated tips that you guys can do. It involves using a tennis ball. I have one right here. So let me show you what that is. Okay, oops. So tip 3, I'm gonna sit down for this one. You guys it would be recommended for you guys to stand up. So tip 3 is, I'm gonna point it this way. So yes, I'm in my bathroom if you guys didn't know that yet, but so you have to stand up. I'm sitting down right now just to show you guys this a lot easily. So you bounce the ball and you jab out. So you bounce the ball, jab out, and you can switch hands. Bounce the ball, jab out, bounce, jab out. I didn't catch it that time, but your goal is to not drop it, and your goal is to keep a good motion of doing this. And you can throw it up against a wall, like throw it at something. So you guys can throw it up at a wall, catch it, but do it in the jab motion. Go like this. Okay, so you go like this, jab. Don't throw it too far out like I just did before. That was an example of how you don't have to do that. So that is tip 3. Now this is tip 2 for getting into the best shape for your first boxing match, or for any boxing match. It is to eat the right foods. Eat vegetables, eat fruits, eat carbs, get the right amount of get the right amount of foods, and just, eat regularly the right amount of foods if you are a boxer or you play another sport, because it helps a lot with your technique. Well, not with your technique, but like how you can better perfect your technique, because the right foods, it energizes you in the day to keep going and keep perfecting your technique. Now down to the final tip for the best way to train for your boxing match and to get ready for the boxing matches days before. Get into the gym and start lifting weights, and also spar different people. And I wouldn't say spar the same person, because if you spar the same person and they're weaker than you, you're going to win every time. Now with me, I don't really spar a lot of people. I kind of just do shadow boxing, and that kind of works for me. And I punch a solid wall, because sometimes The reason why I punch a solid wall, and I always get criticized for this, is two reasons. One, because I don't have a punching bag yet, and the main reason is because if I'm going to punch somebody and they block me and I hit their wrist, it's gonna hurt my hand through the gloves if I'm throwing a straight jab. Because my straight jab, any fighter's punch, their strongest punch is their jab, and that's undeniable. It's undeniable. So those are the top 5 tips on how to become a better boxer and how to prepare before a boxing match. 5 tips to prepare before a boxing match. Thank you guys all for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Watch the Band-Aids podcast. It shows a valid point on why making YouTube videos is not easy, and not everyone can do it because it's not all for them. So thank you guys all for watching. Peace.